Hey everyone, today we are at Winter Wonderland here in London. There's me, Reagan's here with River and Robin as well. So before we get started, I'll just tell you about how we got in here. Well, through the gate obviously, but we had to do a COVID pass first. That's come into effect from today in England. So we've had to show our COVID status to get in. I'm triple vaccinated, well, double vaccinated and boosted, whatever they call it. So we're all good to go with that. And then we had to go through bag search and then through the ticket gate where they check you actually booked in advance to come in here. So it looks like they're doing the best they can to keep it as COVID safe as possible and to keep it from being a little bit too crowded as it has been in previous years. So this is the first time in a few years that we've been. We didn't come in 2019 because we couldn't really deal with the expense and busyness of it all. And last year it didn't happen, but this year it looks a bit calmer today. I mean, there's not very many people so far, but it has only just opened today. Let's see how our day goes on. We haven't got anything planned for the day, so just going to take it as it comes. So at the moment we're just kind of walking around and seeing what's where. Everything's in a different layout to how it has been before, so just kind of getting used to the new layout. So up there is the Bavarian Village, and there's other rides. Definitely a few rides I want to go on today. There's a massive booster, which is a big KMG thing, which I definitely want to go on. An Alibaba, which I haven't been on for about probably 20 odd years, so I definitely want to have a go on one of those, which is over in this corner I think. So that's something I want to do, and I'll probably have a go on looping. Robin has requested that they can also go on a roller coaster at the very least, and probably a few more things too. So we'll get them on some rides as well. We are heading towards the Bavarian Village. It's a bit early for that, I think. Okay, well, good start. The little tiny clown coaster thing over there has a 1 metre height restriction on it, which I think is the only sort of caterpillar coaster in the world to have that. But there we are, and there's the Alibaba, which is not open. So Circus Land not doing well today. We're going to go in Santa Land now. There's another little coaster in there, and we'll see if that one's suitable for Robin. I hope it is, because I really want to go on a coaster today. Okay, so we just went on this runaway train coaster, which is cool. Robin, did you like the coaster? So I was a little bit too fat for that, which meant the bar couldn't properly come down, but it was all right. It was fine. So they can go on that coaster. The board over there by the pay box actually says minimum height 1.2 metres for that, which obviously isn't true. I'm sure there will be something else for them to go on. It's just, yeah, height restrictions here are a little bit frustrating because they're just under a metre. But, you know, height restrictions are there for a reason, so we've got to accept them and just deal with them. We will find another ride for Robin to go on. And of course, there's the one I want to go on at the very least, which is that big, massive booster thing, which is just going over there now. So I'll have a go on that one later. We've got the whole day here to look at rides that we can't go on, so I'm sure we'll have fun. So it looks like we might be able to go on this one, but the operator has just done a runner. So what's going on with the operations at Winter Wonderland? The operator runs the ride and then just vanishes. Operator. So we're just waiting. And then the operator came back and there's a 1 metre height restriction anyway, so they can't go on it. Why have all the tiny little kiddie coasters got a 1 metre height restriction? I mean, yeah, like I said, height restrictions are there for a reason, but these height restrictions do seem a little bit over the top, because I'm sure at other fairs or at parks that would not have a 1 metre height restriction, but you know. So they can go on this little Fantasia thing. They can go on this on their own because it's a minimum age of 2 rather than a minimum height, and adults aren't allowed to ride on this one. So Robin is going to drive this ice cream van. Point out the ice cream van says bus on the back. And the front, it's an ice cream bus. There you go. That Christmas tree ride is advertised as £4 per adult and £3 per child. So that would have been £10 for this little group. They didn't charge for river, which is good. So it was only £7, but still £7. Robin saw these planes and really wanted to have a go.
Good job. Are you driving?
They seem to be enjoying themselves. Did you like the planes?
Yes.
Yeah. Did you fly?
Yes. I know. No.
Are you having a good time?
Yes, all day.
So we were thinking about stopping for lunch, and there's this Arctic Lodge corner where there's chips and burgers and all sorts, but as you will be able to tell there, where the floor changes to the wood, there is a step, a little lip all the way along, which means the wheelchairs can't get up there, so Reagan can't go up there, which means that whole corner with all of the food stalls and stuff is inaccessible, so we're going to have to find somewhere else. But that's really bad. Like, they should really be going out of their way to make sure this whole event is completely accessible. And they've had problems with this before with certain bars, which were then made accessible, and it seems really bad that they've gone back to having a part of it, and quite a hefty chunk of it as well. That's not a small corner being completely inaccessible. So not happy with that. But we're going to go find some food somewhere else. There's an extreme orbiter there, and I do love an extreme orbiter, and that one in particular is very smart, and there's a lovely lighting package. However, not today, I can't justify the price. But instead of spending £5 on that, I'm going to spend £9 later on to go on this, so you know, who knows, whatever. Glasses off because glasses aren't allowed on the ride for obvious reasons. I'm at the back, so I've been squished in now. I'm on the back car, not the back row, because there's like no view on the back row, so I'm on the front row of the back car because the front is occupied. Let's go. Quick overview of the layout of this ride. I've been on before, and at £9 a shot it's pretty expensive, but it is very good fun. Nice view of London too. Here we go. See, there are other trains here. It is currently running on one train, but it is capable of running 4, I think. There's only one on at the moment. Well, that was fun, wasn't it? I had a good time. I don't know if I had a £9 good time, but I had a good time. The XXL is another ride I would really enjoy going on, but again, it's another £8 and I just can't justify it. That's your fork. So we've sat down here in the Bavarian Village. We got some chips from outside the Bavarian Village because I couldn't find any in here. So we're just going to eat some chips, and I've got my Bavarian Gold. We're all getting a little bit overwhelmed and tired, and it's stressful. There's a lot of stimulation with lights and sounds and things. When you're a family of 4 autistic people, that can quickly cause a few issues, but we're okay. We're just sitting down here and having a little bit of a rest. Then I want to go on that big booster thing, Airborne, and Robin will probably go on another ride, and then I think we're probably going to call it a day, because it is a bit of a stress being here. Are you stressed, River? Anyway, we're going to sit and eat and drink and chill, and then carry on after. Well, I just had a portion of chips, and then Reagan went over there and came back with this chicken and bun and potato things. So that's a nice hefty plate. So we'll share that now as well. I got my Bavarian Gold. Reagan didn't want a beer, which is unusual. No beer today. Carousel bar later? No, not feeling it today. It's a shame because normally I would go to the carousel bar, but I think, I don't know, the whole event seems to be a little bit more difficult if you've got a family with young children. I think if it was just me and Reagan, it would be easier. There'd be a lot more, because there's just a lot of stuff that it looks like the kids can do, but then they can't. And the stuff that they can do isn't really great, and they get bored and stressed. So I think Winter Wonderland it tries to be a family event, but I don't think it is really. I think it's more an adult event. And older children, yeah, like teenagers. So I'm not going to get the full experience of the day today, I don't think, which would be Carousel Bar, Bavarian Village with all the live music and some of the bigger rides. And again, it does very quickly add up. It's an expensive place to visit. So yeah, we're not gonna get a full day out of it and do everything, but we are having a good time with what we are doing. There you go in. I'm in the queue line for Airborne now, which is like the biggest possible booster ride you can get. That is Gladiator over there, which is a Mondial thing, which is very, very big, but not quite as big as this. So this is the one I'm going on, and I think last year, not last year because it wasn't open, last time I came, that thing wanted £9 and it's only wants 8, so there we are. So let's see how it is. I love booster rides. I love Booster Max, which I went on somewhere. Where did I go on that? Tilburg, I think. So this is like a Booster Max on steroids, so I'm excited. The guy jumped on the restraint to get it down far enough on me, and it's very tight. But here we go. There is city over there, you can see the Shard, London Eye. Hopefully it's all coming out on the camera. And just an indication of how high up we are. That's the XXL down there. Hangover Tower. A lovely overview of the park here.
Oh, I could have taken a
Bavarian Village. The Serpentine, I don't know. Anyway. Oh, it's very tight. I already said that, didn't I? It's very high up, and I love heights. Now, I don't have my glasses on, so I can't see how impressive this view actually is, but I can take a guess. Because it looks pretty good even without Battersea Power Station over there. Looking west. Can't see much that way. I think I've got a pretty head-on view of Vauxhall. Yeah, looking that way. As I said, London Eye, Shards over there, the city, the Heron Tower, 22 Bishopsgate, St Mary Axe, and so on. So yeah, here we are on the biggest booster ride in existence. I think it's just very, very slightly taller than that Mondial thing over there, if not the same height.
No, I'm not going to pass out.
So I'm going to hold on tight to my camera because we're going to start going properly in a second. It's going to be quite an intense ride. Here's what it looks like. Enjoy.
This one is moves around and fucking aggressive. You're the enemy.
Okay, that was £8 worth of booster based entertainment. So Robin would very much like to go on this carousel, so we're going to do that now. You having fun? Kind of buried in your coat. It's really jolty. This is worse than the Airborne thing. Okay, so the carousel was our last ride today, and Robin wanted to go on there to finish off. We're going to grab some churros on the way out. It has been a good day. We've spent far too much money. Yeah, I didn't get to go on the Alibaba, which is a bit of a shame, but you know, what can you do? They obviously didn't want my money, so we didn't go on that one. How are you? Yeah, and they're and grumpy. It's starting to get dark now. I'm sure there's a great atmosphere here after dark, as there always is, but we will be heading off on this occasion. So it has been fun. I've had a good time. It is worth a go. Did you have a good day? Yeah. You had fun? Had fun? It's worth a visit as always, but you know, just be prepared to remortgage your house 4 times to pay for it. But it's fun though. And also this year it hasn't been really busy the time that we've been here. It's been very easy to get around without too much of a wait for rides, and the rides have been given decent cycles as well. So yeah, it's been good this time round, and I'll be back again next year. Finishing the day with churros. Got churros. Normally on previous years we finished with a pretzel, but there doesn't appear to be a normal pretzel store, only a pizza pretzel store this year, which is very unusual. So churros it is, which is fine. And that is the end of our Winter Wonderland adventure for this year. I've already kind of done the sign off bit, haven't I? So I'm not going to do that again. But thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed our time here at Winter Wonderland, and I will see you next time.